Hey folks, BENTHELOONey here. Welcome to Real Talk, where I talk about stuff that matters. I've been on the internet for most of my life, and let me tell you, I've seen some stuff. I've also met a lot of people in my life who I got to know pretty well. I've never tried to be fake and always be myself around them. And for the most part, people like me. However, you run into those few people who love to ask, why can't you just be normal? That raises an interesting point. What is normal? Conforming to a standard, usual, typical, or expected. As I thought more about it, I've come to the conclusion, nobody is normal. I say this because as much as those who ridicule others for being weird or nonconformist, they fail to realize that there's something about them that others might find out of the ordinary as well. As my best friend Dell once told me, a normal person is just somebody you don't know very well. And that is very true. I don't know who invented this term, normal. But whoever did clearly didn't socialize with too many people. Being a country boy in his mid-20s who grew up in a redneck town, my personality has clashed with some of my peers. You still watch cartoons and you're an adult? Aren't monster movies made for kids? Why don't you listen to real music? I've heard it all. Well, I tend to act with dignity and respect. Once I brought up my interests, that's when I got raised eyebrows. While I wondered about the reactions I got, I soon realized that evolution has wired people to be cautious of things that are out of their comfort zone. And weird people fall under that category. Why should they be cautious, though? Now let's be clear here. There's a difference between people who commit crimes and people who just happen to have different interests. I'm not saying we should feel sympathy towards murderers, rapists, kidnappers, racists, and pedophiles. They kind of deserve any ridicule that comes their way. I'm just trying to show that those who expect people to behave and think a certain way shouldn't be surprised when they don't. Such trivial things as fetishes or what TV shows a person likes is enough to send people over the edge. People are quick to judge others for how they dress up as their favorite characters at a comic book convention, yet leave sportsgoers who dress up as their team's mascots completely alone. Aren't those, I don't know, the same thing? Dressing up in a costume to show your passion for something you love? If you're going to harass one, you might as well harass the other. Or, my favorite option, not harass anybody at all. The more I think about normal, the more the term sucks. How boring would it be if everybody acted the same, had the same interests, and looked the same? Being weird is one of the qualities of people that makes them so much fun. I have a great friend who has a dark sense of humor that the common crowd might find very disturbing, but I think it's flat out hilarious. Heck, I've got my fair share of flack for drawing sexy girls. Well, I'm sorry. I forgot those of you who are offended by my artwork haven't hit puberty yet, so you still find girls disgusting. My bad. I consider myself to be a very tolerant person, mostly because I myself have been bullied a majority of my life, so I don't like to judge others. One of the biggest examples I can think of is people who look at Rule 34 of My Little Pony art and find the characters in the show to be quite attractive. You know what? That never bothered me. Some of the people might find my sexual fetishes out of the norm, so I'd be very hypocritical to say others are kooky. Wouldn't something like phobias be considered unnatural? I mean, I know people who are afraid of spiders, but I love spiders my whole life and never once thought they were scary. People find that weird about me. Well, if loving cute little bugs with 8 beady eyes and long hairy legs is weird, I don't want to be normal. But once again, if people are afraid of spiders, I'm not going to hold that against them. My point is, normal is bullcrap. So those of you who like to make a scene and point out those for being outlandish, little do we know that there's something about you that the population wouldn't see as normal behavior. And you know what? We don't care. It's who you are as a person, and we wouldn't want to change anything about you, other than you being a jackass for harassing others. We're all weird in our own little way, and that's what makes us unique. Instead of judging each other for our personalities, we should be embracing our weirdness as one of our qualities. As long as people aren't causing harm to themselves or others, what's the big frickin' deal? Yes, we're not normal, and we're damn proud of it. That'll do it for this video. What are the little qualities about you that people might find weird? Don't be shy, let's make this a judge-free comment zone. I'll start by saying that I find cartoon women attractive. Until the next video, take it easy fam.